Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Open live stream. We today have something very unexpected that happened, and it has to do with the jobs report. We were expecting, thanks to the ADP private payrolls that came out on Wednesday, to see jobs come in at a big beat, which would have solidified the taper for the beginning of November and would have probably led that taper to end somewhere around the summer, potentially early fall of next year. The private jobs report on Wednesday came in stronger than expected. And when it came to the actual jobs report, we actually missed. And this was a little bit of a shocker. So let's go ahead and pull up the actual jobs report here and the unemployment rate. Let's see here. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. My bad. Hold on a sec. I'm reading. I'm such an idiot. Sorry, folks. I'm such an idiot. We only had the claims that came in this morning. I'm sorry. I totally misread that. I thought today was Friday morning. I'm like, wait a minute. Usually I wake up for the jobs report. I totally misread this. My bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, are we missing? I'm like, no. I've got totally the wrong report. My fault. I totally thought today was Friday, and it is not. And I'm like, how come it's not here? Sorry. Never mind that. But let's let's get into what is actually a very green day. Let's go ahead and pull up the indices. Let's see here. Yeah, look at this. See, and it to me it made sense. It made okay. Well, hey, whatever. We'll just use this as our primer for tomorrow. It made sense to me because the indices are doing really well. The Dow's up 0.93, the S&P's up 0.98, and the Nasdaq futures are up 1.15%. So it made sense. Because if we miss, and this is just a primer for tomorrow, if we miss on jobs tomorrow, then what that means is we might actually have this crazy reality where we could have stocks essentially acting like they're going to the moon, and in some cases going to the moon, commodities going to the moon, and potentially not actually have a taper in November if we miss on the jobs report. That's why when I read the numbers, they were so freaking similar to what we were expecting for jobs, the unemployment claims numbers. I'm like, oh, duh, it's Thursday. But anyway, tomorrow morning, which I'll be up for. I usually like to cover CPI and the jobs report live. So I was thinking, like, why I didn't wake up early. But anyway, the jobs report comes out tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll get to see what jobs come in at. And the payroll numbers on Wednesday, which is the private jobs report, comes out 2 days before. They were actually they came in good. They came in much stronger than expected, and that's leading a lot of folks to think we're going to beat on the jobs report tomorrow, and the unemployment rate's going to fall nicely, which makes sense. It does make sense that unemployment numbers should come in really good tomorrow, that we should have a beat. And the reason that makes sense is because the unemployment insurance payments, the federal boost expired at the beginning of September. Delta fears kind of started disappearing in September, and they usually tally up the survey for the jobs report somewhere around the third week of September. And so we should have had enough time to really see people get jobs and get into really get into the workforce. So I think the expectation is tomorrow we're going to see the unemployment rate fall, and we're going to solidify the taper. What actually happened today was just unemployment claims came in lower. And so this is something that happens every Thursday. Every Thursday, we find out how many new filers we have who are requesting unemployment insurance. And this number has been falling pretty dramatically since really probably, I want to say April, May of last year. We've been seeing this number come down. Although there have been some cases like during the COVID winter we had last year where the numbers started going up. I mean, in some cases with people who were self-employed, we were seeing the number come in at 1.4, 1.5 million people, new filers for unemployment. Pretty incredible. And now the latest reading here is, let's see here. It's on the top of Bloomberg. Let's pull it together here. Jobless claims fall more than expected and signs of labor market improvement. I think I know what happened. I think I saw a JP Morgan analyst. That's what it was. So I read analysts in the morning, and I just totally misread this one analyst who is talking about if we miss. And if we miss, it'll be a very interesting situation, because the Federal Reserve will be in a situation where it's like, wait a minute, like, how are we going to keep printing money when the market's doing so well? Who knows? They might taper anyway. But another good jobs report is what some of the Fed presidents have said would be a condition to make sure to like solidify essentially that, yeah, we're going to start the taper. So I'll pull up the estimate for tomorrow. Let's see here. So tomorrow, economic calendars. Okay, so tomorrow is the 8th. Non-farm payrolls. So the prior report came in at a big miss at 235,000 jobs. And at 235,000, we had a big miss last month. And we are expecting 500,000 for this jobs report, 500,000 new jobs. And that would drop the unemployment rate from 5.2% to 5.1%. And we're also expecting to see average hourly earnings increase by a rate of about 0.4%, which is about, what is that? 0.4 times 12, what, 4.8? Yeah, 4.8% annualized sort of inflation for labor. And just so you can see how eerily similar the numbers are starting to align, if you got if we're over here at 348,000, let's see, initial claims in the regular programs total 326,000 on the week ended October 2nd, decrease of 38,000 from the prior week. Median estimate for survey for economists called for a decrease to 348 estimates. So here is actually a case where we were expecting to have 348,000 claims come in. We actually ended up having 326,000 claims come in, and they're calling this a pandemic low in continuing claims, falling to 2.7. So you've got continuing claims and new filers for unemployment, and we get this data every week on Thursday. It's not as big of a deal as the jobs report, which comes out once a month. And this one's also delayed a week because Friday was actually the first day of the month, and when a Friday falls on the first day of the month, they kick the jobs report to the second Friday of the month. So, okay, good. So, bottom line, though, is the stock market is loving what they're seeing in the economy right now, and indices are all nicely green, and volatility is down. We do have the 10-year moving up slightly to 1.5, almost to 1.56 here. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull up Weebs and see what we've got, and we'll look at some other headlines as well. All right. Good morning, good morning, morning, morning. Okie dokie here. People buying that dip on Camber. Take a look, folks. Camber Energy, big momentum mover that was down 50%, then down 40% yesterday, is now up 35%. Now, in fairness, that 35% does not offset that 40%. Even if it was down 40% and up 40%, it wouldn't be that great. Because check it out. Let's say you have a $5 stock and you go down by 50%. Then you go down by 40%. Now you're at $1. Oh my gosh. From $5, if you lose 50% and then 40%, you're down to $1. But then you go up by 36%, you're back to $1.36. Like, it's and the actual number is it's at $1.22. But like a 36% gain after a 50% and 40% loss is still down So you're still down 72.8%. That's nuts. Yeah, that's painful there. All right. Rocket Lab up 7.7. Redfin up 6.41 all of a sudden. I wonder if there's actually, usually Redfin doesn't move that high just off of nothing. Let's see here. Let's look at some individual company news quickly here. So there's actually no news today other than Redfin reports price growth slows in wildfire-struck towns. That makes sense. Redfin reports homebuyers' average monthly mortgage payment rose $50 in the last 6 weeks. Okay. No news. That's incredible. 6.41% there. So somebody must be dip buying Redfin here. Anyway, Arcimoto's up 6.24. Much easier to move Arcimoto usually than it is Redfin. Neo up 5.26%. Nice. Didi Global's up a little bit. Li Auto. Hey, the Chinese autos are up. Xpeng's up 3.2. Workhorse, Poshmark, Li Auto, Square, XL Fleet. These guys all up about 2.5 to 3% here. Newegg, Plug Power. Here's Enphase at 223. Lucid, Pinterest, Dutch Bros, Lemonade. Lemonade's still lagging a little bit. The InsurTech side really lagging a little bit. We've got Owlet that was up 5.1% yesterday, is down 2.55 right now. It's actually, out of our list, the worst performing one now. We've only got about a page of red. Tiny little bit more than a page of red today. Wow. It's incredible. Affirm, 2.02% to the downside after yesterday's 20% run. There's Hippo. Again, insurance for some reason, just not loving the market right now. Coinbase down 0.38%, which reminds me, how's BTC doing? Let's see. BTC, Bitcoin just under 54,000. You've got Sheeb. I like to call it cents. It's obviously not, but sitting at about 34. You have Cardano almost back to 330. Wow, ran up to 337. Look at that bounce. That's incredible. We have this resistance line drawn over here at 238. And look at it just bounce essentially right off of that here at 237.7. That's incredible. All right. So give us a little check here on what some of these indicators are. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deal here for the debt limit. Senate poised to pull nation back from default brink for now. Yes, let's kick the can down the road. All right. Twitch leak on Amazon. Yeah, it doesn't actually surprise me. But anyway, that Amazon wouldn't get affected. Amazon's so mega large. Wonder what percent of revenue Twitch. Let's see. Twitch revenue. Twitch hack reveals how much revenue. No, that's streamers make. I'd like to know how much like the company itself actually makes. Twitch revenue and statistics, the business of apps. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see here. Amazon made $1 billion offer. Traffic continues to grow. Key statistics. Wow. Twitch made $2.3 billion in revenue in 2020. That's incredible. But let's go to Amazon filings annual. Let's see here. I guess I could just steal one of these. Let's do I don't know. Give me a quarter. Can I get a quarterly? From July? Sure. So Amazon, in terms of revenue, in 2021, in just 3 months, did $113 billion of revenue. That's insane. So in just 3 months, Amazon did basically 50x what Twitch does in a year. So if you're wondering why the Twitch leak didn't affect Amazon stock, that could potentially be why. It really doesn't matter. Although you wonder how much they can bring to net on that, because Twitch is going to be a lot higher margin of a product than the product sales, which are cost of sales are substantially higher for like an Amazon warehouse or whatever. In fact, those are often operated at a loss. So and then of course on your services, you're usually going to have a much higher margin. Okay, so oh, did I say 3:30 on Ada? My bad, 2:30. It's just one of those mornings. You're just gonna have to roll with it. Everybody's got to have one day. But the good news is I do have Diamond Hand coffee here. It's a perfect temperature. All right. Can't be too hot. See, people sometimes have people like, how could you not have it right when it comes out of the coffee machine? Well, if you don't add creamer and it's just black, it's really hot. All right. So, all right. What else do we have? I mean, there's honestly not that much happening in stocks themselves, with the exception of Camber here. At least the ones that we're watching here. Tesla's been dancing around 780 for a while here, and just been sticking here. We did run up to 806 there a couple days ago. That was fun. And so we're still on our beautiful trend line. How's Trade Desk doing today? Let's see here. Trade Desk up a couple percent. It's been on this channel downtrend. So I've been watching that for some dip ops. Went to Dave & Buster's yesterday. How's Dave & Buster's doing? Dave & Buster's is up about 0.53%. Alibaba. Okay, let's look for some other news. Let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, so we were going to look at the Senate deal. That's right. So the Senate is nearing a deal on a short-term increase in the debt ceiling that would pull the U.S. from the brink. Yep, after weeks of stalled talks, Democrats appear to be on the verge of accepting a proposal from Republican leader McConnell to raise the debt limit. We're making good progress, says Schumer. Hope to have an agreement tomorrow morning, he said last night. No, sorry. Hope to have an agreement tomorrow morning. He said that this morning. Okay. McConnell said earlier the two parties were trading paper on the specifics of the agreement. Senate comes back to session in about 40 minutes. News of possible debt ceiling accords stoked the biggest turnaround in the equity markets in more than 7 months. That's right, since February, our S&P totally flipped. S&P closed up 0.4% after tumbling earlier. Yeah, I was surprised how much the market really flipped on the debt ceiling. It was, to me, I mean, I didn't actually think we would get anywhere close to defaulting on our obligations, but apparently the market thought that was a real possibility, which I always think is funny, because the Congress and brinksmanship is like super common and not a surprise. Apple plan for cars uses iPhone to control AC, seats, and radio. Huh. AC. Like, you can have like 2 iPhones where your thumbs are. Robinhood rival Public.com pushes into crypto trading. Hey, have you gotten your up to free $70 with Public.com yet? Make sure to go to public.com or go to metkevin.com/public, or you can go to public.com/meetkevin, either way. But it's metkevin.com/public, same place. And you can get up to $70 in totally free stocks by signing up for Public, where they don't buy or sell your information and they don't use payment for order flow. The investing platform operated by Public Holdings is rolling out crypto trading joining rivals like Robinhood. The move marks an expansion for Public.com, which launched in 2019. Previously, individual investors who used the platform could only trade U.S.-listed stocks and exchange-traded funds. Unlike competitors, including Robinhood, the company doesn't allow options or margin trading, two strategies considered more risky for investors. Starting Thursday, that's today, Public will begin gradually launching the offering to most users, who will be able to buy and hold and sell 10 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. The Bloomberg currency terminal literally says this: joke cryptocurrency Dogecoin and Cardano's ADA token. New York residents are currently ineligible to trade the digital assets. Yeah, servicing partner doesn't have the required license. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, interesting. I'm going to see if we have it. Yeah, fear is going away. That is right. So let's try. Let's go to public.com and let's see if we have ourselves some crypto trading yet. Get a free stock. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, nope. Not yet for me. I'm going to type, let me see. If I just type in Bitcoin or BTC. BTC, oh, Bitcoin, wait a minute, wait. Oh, no, you have to join, oh, you're on the wait list. Oh, okay. Nope, not yet for me. I don't think anybody yet. Because it just, see here, it just says a bunch of people added it to their watch list. So it must be rolling out at some point today. See, added Bitcoin to watch list. Ooh, Bitcoin is coming. Volatility reminder. Oh, yes. Just as a reminder, though, folks, cryptocurrencies can be volatile. It should literally say are volatile. Like they should just, let's be real. All right. All right. So let's go back. All right. Public has, oh, maybe I need to update the app. Oh, that could be true. I'll try it. You never know. It's that public.com app. Not to be confused with public storage. No, no update yet. So, oh wait, no, it does have an update. Okay, we'll try it. That's so weird. It didn't say it, and then all of a sudden it appeared. Am I still holding a firm? Of course. Lots of a firm. Now, firm's a hodl for me. I've no plans to sell it. Certainly not before this holiday season. Even if during. But I think this holiday season is going to be the buy now, pay later. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin, the ex-secretary, says the Fed has to taper. Ooh. Gotta love hearing from the ex-Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, who took that $300,000 ride to the Middle East with the Secret Service, and then 7 months after leaving office, started a fund getting billions of dollars from the Middle East to manage. Wow. Who would think you become the Treasury Secretary and then right after that you become set for life with speaking fees and a fund? Oh well. All right. So traders hold breath as China markets reopen after holiday. Oh, is that true? Let's see. Does that mean Evergrande's up again? Let's see. .hk. No chart. Nope. Evergrande's still not trading. They're still suspended. Yeah. All right. So not yet on Evergrande. I always find them to be a little bit of an indicator. Let's look at the 10-year Treasury. Let's see here. Sitting at 1.56 now. Slight bump here. Yeah. Today we've had a little bit of a bump. Oh, look at that. We fell as low as What is this? 1.48? Yeah, 1.48 yesterday. All right. So what else? Chamber, Rocket, Archimoto, Neo, Xpeng. These guys are all doing great right now. Vehicles popping off. And downside, still the same thing, couple percent, but not much down. The firm's recovering a little bit, was down about 2%. Now it's only down 1.3%. And Cardano is sitting at 230. Bitcoin back to 54. We're going to make sure we put SHIB next to Doge on the watch list. There we go. 34. I call it cents, but we all know it's not. Anyway. All right. How do I feel about Lemonade? I think if you bought in at $63, I think that's great. That's 64. Had a nice little downtrend here. I think it's great. SoFi, 1662. I'm very curious to see how this market opens. And there's fear is clearly evaporating. You do still have the jobs report tomorrow and inflation coming up next Wednesday. So, all right, let's see here. All right, we are now 2 minutes, 35 seconds away. We talked about Public launching the crypto platform. Let's see. CIA zeroes in on Beijing by creating China-focused mission center. I want to go to the CIA's China-focused mission center. I want to go to the CIA's any kind of mission center. That would be cool. Doubt that's ever going to happen. BlackRock. Tariffs. No. Just like no news. What is it? This. Heart damage racks COVID survivors. Really? Let's see here. Heart damage. A year. Wow. Heart damage from COVID-19 extends well beyond the disease's initial stages, according to a study that found even people who were never sick enough to need hospitalization are in danger of developing heart failure and deadly blood clots a year later. Heart disease and stroke are already the leading cause of death worldwide. The increased likelihood of lethal heart complications in COVID survivors, who number in the hundreds of millions globally, will add to its devastation. Yikes. The after effects of COVID-19 are substantial, says the director of the VA in Missouri, who led the research. I'm concerned we're not taking it seriously enough. Chances of a heart attack, stroke, or other major cardiovascular event in the first 12 months of a COVID recovery increase with the severity of the initial illness. Compare the risk of heart complications in 151,000 veterans who survived COVID to the risk in more than 3.6 million of their peers who didn't. And they found that non-hospitalized COVID patients had a 39% increased risk of developing heart failure and a 2.2-fold increase in potentially deadly blood clot known as a pulmonary embolism in the following year. That's terrible. Gosh. And if you were hospitalized, that number went up even more. 270% chance of heart failure, 177% increase of stroke, 522% increase if heart failure if you went into the ICU. Yikes. All right, let's get the bell.
Wait, you're dead if this continues. And that was the big fear. That's the fear. I hear you. That was the fear.
Let's get the opening bell and the CNBC real-time exchange. Pretty much the inverse picture on breath as of yesterday. At the big board, it's Lifetime Fitness celebrating an IPO.
All right, let's see how we're doing on that S&P 500. S&P 500, some volume here. Looks like it's dancing around. We'll see how it actually does. Somebody's wondering for the source on this. It's a Bloomberg article. There you go. You could search. There it is. 9 hours ago, heart damage plagues COVID survivors a year after infection, study shows. It's very interesting, especially the chart they have right here. Look at this chart. This right here shows you even having, if you were hospitalized, if you were not hospitalized, the chart's a little funky with the zoom here, but if you were not hospitalized you still had a 24% chance of having a greater chance of a stroke, 39% greater chance of heart failure, 119% chance, a greater chance of pulmonary embolisms, or this myocarditis or whatever, 277. It's crazy. Anyway, okay, let's see how things are doing. So S&P 500 rotating to the upside, Tesla rotating to the downside, Hood rotating to the downside, Wind downside, Lucid downside, Matterport downside, Wayfair kind of dancing. Yeah, bobbing around a little bit here. Etsy 0.96, Palantir kind of also rotating down. It's not like the strongest open. Yeah, it's okay. We've got Neo 5.64. How's that? Neo's got a nice green open here. What if we're gonna get a green run on Neo here? EXPI, Enphase almost 3%. Nice. Almost back to 160 finally. Square. I can't believe Square went from like $220 this week to $245. What did we buy it for? We did that one live. Let's see here. Gosh, that was the first time I bought Square in a long time. It's been a while. Square. Did I buy it here? AMD, Enphase, Matterport. Maybe it was on Webull. Probably. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter either. But now I want to know. Okay, what else? Piton back to $85. Hey, back to 85 on Piton. Okay. Upwork. Upwork's been moving up as well here. Let's see Upwork for a moment. Oh yeah, here it is. 200 shares of Square, 226.23. Upstart, or not Upstart. Upwork almost back to this resistance line that we have drawn at about 51.94. See if it ends up breaking through that. Upstart back to 320. I mean, this is literally the stock you cannot stop. I personally think that's going to be a firm again. Could be wrong. But so far, Firm's been doing great. And I got a nice position in a Firm. So to the downside, it's really just the volatility's the largest mover to the downside. Outlet's down a measly 1.23, big deal. Tilray, Moderna, these guys down a little bit more than a couple percent. Boring. Even Hippo's recovering a little bit. A Firm's going to go positive here. Oh, yeah. A Firm's... It keeps running away from me. Let me see where it is. A Firm... Go to the minute. Oh, yeah. Now, Firm's going to be positive soon. That's just crazy. 134. Wow. Anyway. Camber, 34. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and look at some other headlines here. So, let's see. We talked about the heart damage one. That's pretty scary. All right. Next steps for Democrat now. Why U.S. growth won't fall off a cliff. That's an interesting headline. In 2022. I hope I'm not clicking on it for like a confirmation bias purpose. I guess to just be aware of that. It's under Bloomberg opinion. Can I get the Cliff article? Nope. See, they're trying to hide it. They only want to show FUD. Why U.S. growth won't fall off a fiscal cliff. All right. This doesn't even come up. All right, fine. I'll just click on it here. Hold on. Just quickly look at it. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Never mind. So they're not going to show it here. But anyway, the U.S. stock here. Let me just put it. I just want to have the SPY up. I just kind of want to see how it does. Oh, wow. It's doing great. Okay. Bloomberg Economics, stop and go U.S. recovery continues to defy straightforward forecast. Not defy. Oh man, it's a Thursday morning. Okay, I don't know what else to say. The stop and go U.S. recovery continues to defy straightforward forecasts with another COVID wave halting robust consumer spending. Really? Where are we getting another COVID wave? Delta halted consumption in Q3. At the beginning of the summer, consumer spending looked poised to continue its strong recovery. The Delta variant halted this momentum. Well, but that was like in August. Yeah, consumer confidence and sentiment slid in August. Sure. But we expect that to come back. So not so worried about that. A retreating pandemic and household balance sheet will support strong household balance sheet will support consumption in 2022. Depleted inventories and higher prices mean strong incentives for firms to build up stock. Fiscal taper as pandemic support fades is not as daunting as it seems, with consumption and incentives set to grow. If some version of Biden's infrastructure package passes Congress, we expect that would provide additional support and funding, though that'll be spread over the years, unlike the prior packages. Revised up our CPI forecast, well above 2% now expected, well through 2023. It's that longer lasting inflation. Oil to benefit from global energy crisis. Okay. Rig counts below what oil prices would predict. Yeah. What's that? That's U.S. price per barrel. Rig count. Yeah, I think we're at like just over 500 rigs. It's actually interesting. We used to, in March of 2014, for example, have almost 1,600 rigs operating. And we're down to about 500-ish operating, which is similar to a low that we saw in March of 2016 and higher than what we saw in during the recession of March of 09. March of 09, we were down to like 200 rigs. That's insane. Wow. But then again, that was also, recession. What are your thoughts on Open Door Kathy's been selling? Not much. I prefer Redfin out of all the iBuyers. Maybe your Merck shares before winter COVID cases rise. That's not a bad idea. Maybe too much of me is like hopeful that we're not going to have a COVID winter because I really want to go skiing in Utah this year, and I won't be able to go if we have a COVID winter. Like, I really want to go. And I want to take Jack and Max. Like, Jack's 6. It's time to get on some skis, boy. And Max is 3. He could do it. So, yeah, there better not be any COVID this winter. So I don't know if I want to invest in that because, like, personally, I'm just, like, stubborn. Like, COVID's going away. But, hey, look, yeah. I mean, if we start seeing a rotation, yeah, I think Merck will probably move nicely. Honestly, I think to me, it's very interesting. And I think when they get emergency use authorization for that Merck pill, the stock's going to do great. But we'll see. Xpeng, Li Auto, Alibaba up. Yeah, look at the Chinese sectors just moving. Xpeng, Alibaba, Neo, Li Auto, JD. Yeah, and I'm playing the Chinese markets, not with Alibaba, but with Neo. Neo's my choice for really playing the Chinese market. And a recovery. All right, nice. Square moving again. Matterport up 3.55%. Enphase 3.15. Etsy, Nordstrom. Most things just green. Blue Apron's going down. Firm went back down to about that 142 loss there. Let's see SPY. Well, S&P 500 is still going. It's that train that won't stop. AMC short percentage all-time high. Is that true? I can look at it. Let me see. All right. So we could go to Ortex over here. And here we could go to the app portal. We should short COVID until it goes bankrupt and disappears. Is that how it works? Well, I can't think of what to say. See how that worked out for Citadel. They ended up getting squeezed. Let's see. All right. Let's get low. Okay, I've got the S3 Partners one up as well. Let me pull AMC in both Ortex and Bloomberg. All right, so AMC. There we go. All right, AMC showing at 20.83% short. You're right. Yeah, people are starting to short this more again. We've been relatively flat the last month, though. 18.6% is the expected or short interest on S3 Partners. However, we did have an inflection point around the beginning of August, and that's when the short interest started really going up again. It went up from somewhere around 15, 16% to now really sitting between this 18 and 19% bracket. Share utilization's going up. Short interest going up. All right. See what happens. How is AMC doing right now? Oh, S&P turning slightly red. AMC up 2%. Just popping above the 37.42 now support line. Lemonade moving up a little bit. Oh, Camber. Camber's trying to come back. It's so sad that there are going to be a lot of folks who are like, oh, Camber was down 50 or 40% yesterday and 50% the day before that, but it's up 50% today. So that's good, right? Yeah, no. No, you're still way down. Still way down. It's that percent loss is such a burn. All right. What else? Wall Street Journal? Let's try the Wall Street Journal. Short interest on YRD. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to type it in just because I'm curious. YRD. YRD is 0.19%, so not short at all. Pfizer asks FDA to authorize vaccine in children 5 to 11. Good. Let's see when we get those approvals for kids and parents who want them. Stocks rise after debt limit extension proposal. Facebook slows new products to examine possible impact. Okay. Saw this. Federal judge blocks the Texas abortion law. I don't know how much that really has to do with finance, though. I mean, I guess you can't go bounty hunting anymore for now. That was kind of crazy, the bounty hunting part. Public.com is getting a lot of press for their crypto launch. It's kind of surprising, but it's a sign people love Public. Just remember, go to mettkevin.com/public. Sign up and get up to $70 in free stock. Jeez. Quiet day. I mean, it's good. I think that's kind of just what's leading the market to just tick up. That's Camber. That's the S&P. Yeah, starting to move again. Oh, good job adding Affirm. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it might be down a tiny little bit, right? Oh, it's only down 0.89%. Yeah, it's nothing. Still like 132. Bitcoin sitting around 54,000. Did run up to almost 56. Dave & Buster's just turned red. No. SoFi, Palantir. Oh, Matterport's up for. Matterport's running a little bit here. That's exciting. Square 3.2 end phase. Oh, where was I yesterday? I was at a sushi place. Shout out to Sumo Sushi yesterday, and they use toast. I thought it was cool. They handed me the little checkout computer thingy, and yeah, because that's obviously what it's called, the checkout computer thingy. But anyway, they handed it to me, and at the bottom it said "powered by toast," and I'm like, yeah, it's still very expensive, but I thought it was very, very interesting. Rivian, that's another one we got to talk about. Not now, but I'll make a video on it. That one's crazy. That's going to be a very interesting IPO. Yeah. We use Toast as well. It's quite great. Yeah, it was pretty easy. I had to add that $69 tip. All right. Okay. What else? Is Sheep going to run? I mean, it's certainly ticking up. Let's see. This is the minute chart. A little more messy. But let's see here. Yeah, yesterday we bounced off of 34.98 on Sheeb. And now we just bounced off of 35.40. So slow. It's really trying to break through this area is my estimate. And once it breaks through that 34.8, 35.3, could be interesting. Good catalyst, hopefully, for all the Sheeb investors. All right, Cardano. No, Neo 6% now. Nice. It's a good gain here on the Chinese stocks. It's the Evergrande evaporating crisis. It's getting folks excited here. Look at that. Even Alibaba. Very nice. At EXP University yesterday, they had a real estate team building seminar with crypto. Got into Ubiquity and Smart Escrow. Nice to see it in the workplace. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's great. Affirm. No way Affirm's green again. Really? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Toast as a social arb play. Really? It's interesting. Neo upgraded to buy by Goldman Sachs due to the ET7. Is that true? Let's see. I mean, I don't doubt you, but I want to see it myself. Individual. You know, it is interesting. The News for You tab on Twitter, because rarely, but maybe like twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week, they'll send like a notification of a news piece from Twitter beyond just like other people's tweets, right? It's like an official news tweet. And I'll tell you, it's always more left-leaning stuff. But that doesn't surprise me for Twitter. Anyway. Okay, so where's this? Neo price target announced at Goldman Sachs, $56 a share. Neo jumps after Goldman upgrade to buy. Ooh, fascinating. That's a 60% upside. Wow. Let's see. Neo raised to buy from neutral. Oh, Barron's is covering it. Oh, well, if Barron's is covering it, let's go look at it. Oh, it's a short story. But let me see if I can find it. Neo. Do I request the news, or are you talking about something else? No, you don't request it. It just It just gives it to you. I always think it's kind of annoying because it shows up as if it's like a mention notification, and it's not. It's just their stupid news feed. Anyway, Barron's. Yeah, look at that. Here we go. NEO stock is jumping because Goldman Sachs says it could jump 66%. Let's go. I mean, $33 or whatever the thing's at now. I think it might be $35 now. Yeah, $35.19, and now it's turning a little slightly red again. It's still up 4.4% on the day, but to me, it's just one of the ones you want to play as a COVID recovery, and just China drama recovery here. Not so much a COVID recovery, more China drama recovery. But anywho, EV maker NEO has been stuck for much of 2021, but new EV models are coming soon, and they could be the catalyst the stock needs to rise higher. On Thursday, Goldman Sachs analyst upgraded NEO to buy from hold, has a price target at 56, implying a 66% gain. Increased sales estimates to account for the new ET7 vehicle, which the company previewed in January. The ET7 is a sedan about the size of the Tesla Model S and will have up to 600 miles of range and be equipped with advanced self-driving hardware such as a LiDAR. Woo! Oh, Elon, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? When are we going to see that Ford LiDAR? However, after initial euphoria coming to the ET7 reveal, NEO shares have struggled. Stock is down about 31% year to date, to slump 50% from its 52-week high. Valuation appears to be the main culprit. Yeah, it is a little more expensive than Tesla. It's also true. Barron's wrote cautiously about NEO stock at the end of 2020, citing valuation. In December of 2020, the stock hit 15 times forward sales estimates. But now, a year of growth and stock declines have changed the valuation equation. NEO sales have continued to grow, and the Chinese EV penetration is now more than 10% of new car sales in China. Wow. Wait, is that 10%? No, it's EV penetration, right? I was going to say, like, it's not 10% of actual vehicle penetration. It's EV penetration. Company's 2021 sales should come in at about 5.6 billion, up from 2.4 in 2020. Sales in 2022 are projected to be almost twice that, 9.4. And the stock valuation is much more attractive now, trading for 5 times estimated 2022 sales. More than 80% of analysts rate NEO a buy, far outpacing the average buy ratio for stocks in the S&P 500 of 55%. Average price target for NEO is about $60. Nice. Nice. Go NEO. It's a good one. It's a good piece there on NEO. I'm excited about that. Let's look at the NEO. NEO ET7. They also have that rumored like pseudo solid state battery. I thought that was interesting. So here it is. Wow, that does look Model S-esque. Model S-esque. There you go. Actually looks pretty good though. And the sensors don't look that bad. See, this is a lot of people don't like LiDAR because the sensors would be too ugly. But this isn't bad. These are the cameras here, and this is the LiDAR. That's not bad at all. That's nice. Oh, that looks great. Kick butt, NEO. Oh, that's nice. Wow. There's the little Alexa of NEO. Awesome. I don't know. This kind of makes me want one. I mean, I hate buying cars, but this is great. UWB digital key. Oh, that's just the car key. Okay, I understand. Huh. All right. NEO service, NEO house, NEO power. Good job, NEO. All right. Is Matterport still running? It is. Look at that. 5.75%. Go, Matterport, go. All right. What else? So, not much. Volatility is down 6.29%. Owlet and Hippo around that 1.6, 1.7% side. Not bad if you're going to have red. But otherwise, everything's green. Just mega green here. Tesla, 58.58. Okay. What else? Let's see if there's any other news. Top news. Let's see. What's Jim Cramer got to say? How about that?
Warren Buffett did very well.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
The other, speaking of Buffett, thing to get you on, Jim, is the banks. As we get closer to earnings, Wolf cuts Bank of America.
Oh, yeah. Bank earnings next week. Thanks for saying this, Shelly. Kevin, totally changed my mind on cars. Sold my Escalade and got a used cheap. Good for you. I love it. That's awesome. Shout out to you. Good for you. Throw that money in the market instead. Awesome. Good job. And as a reminder, check out that Stocks and Psychology and Money group link down below. That 41% off Diamond Hands coupon code. Look at that. See? Got the coffee cup to go with it. Looks just like it. Diamond Hands. Wow. JP Morgan's at 170 now. Gee whiz. That's done very well. I remember when this thing dropped to $70 during the pandemic. Man, those were the days. The days of utter fear, devastation. Yes, 76. Utter fear and devastation. Wow. Goog. We just don't have that kind of fear anymore, and that's why everything's just coming back. Not enough fear. Fear's kind of evaporating too, the leftover fear that we do have. So remember, jobs report tomorrow, probably start earlier tomorrow, 5:30 is when the report comes out. Dave & Buster's Lucid. All right. Good. Okay. Oh, wow. You're up 60% on your Lemonade and Beyond call options you bought yesterday. Well, golly, I mean, it's probably short-term options. I mean, if you're up 60% on a short-term option, I'd be dumping it. That's amazing. Don't wait to take too many, personally, it's just my opinion. Don't wait to take profits on options because you could get screwed so quickly. It could, in an hour from now, you could be way down. Probably not, because I mean, look at the indices. They've all grown here. They've gone from like 0.9 to almost all of them being up 1.25%. It was just a really good day. Christopher says, I found you March 23rd and 4th of 2020. So many deals. Wow. That's incredible. That's super cool. Well, thanks for being with me. Sold my cool car and got a Volkswagen van. Saved the fortune on dating. Don't get it anymore. Oh, man. Well, sorry about that. That's a good one. Oh, but I'm also sorry for you. No. All right. Debt ceiling discussions. Now there's nothing. It's just it's boring. I'm sorry. We're out of news. Unless you want to talk about Apple using an iPhone to control the AC. Has anyone seen Tether's billions? Low, the stable coins and the empty vault. Oh gosh. A wild search for the US dollar supposedly backing the stablecoin at the center of a global cryptocurrency trade and in the crosshairs of US regulators and prosecutors. In July, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen summoned the Fed and other top officials to discuss Tether. The absurdity of the situation could have been lost on them. Inflation was spiking, a COVID surge threatening the economic recovery, and Yellen wanted to talk about a digital currency dreamed up by the former child actor who missed a penalty shot in the Mighty Ducks. But Tether has gotten so large that it threatened to put the U.S. financial system at risk. It was as if a playground snowball fight had escalated so wildly that the Joint Chiefs of Staff were being called in to avert nuclear war. Wow, this is a story. Oh yeah, this is a big story. I don't really want to go through a big story right now on Tether. We've heard enough about Tether. No updates on Owlet that I'm aware of, but let's look. Owlet. Individual news. Really? Now here come the lawsuits, which we expected this to happen, so it's not a surprise. Rosin, a leading investor, rights law firm, encourages outlet investors to inquire about a class action. Pomerantz law firm investigates claims on behalf of investors. Shaw law firm announces it's investigating claims. Whatever. Like, it's I guess their livelihood. Got to go find. Got to find some pain. Anyway. All right. Come on. Is there there's got to be something going on here. Let's look at the SPY. SPY. Minute chart. Tonight, just straight up. That's crazy. ADA is at 231. Warby Parker. Oh, how'd Warby Parker do after their IPO? Let's see. Well, it's kind of in a 30-minute chart. It's had a little bit of a bow here. All right. Anyway. All right, folks. I think that about does it for now. I'd say thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you as usual. A little bit of a slow news day, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye.